Hey guys, Kiko here for another Q&A. I'm here in this empty room. I found this empty room backstage, so it's the perfect place to film this Q&A, right? So here we go. I have the questions here. And the first one is from that one guy. Do you remember your first show? Like your first band? How did you feel before and after? Yes, I do remember my first show. It was not a show, it was a talent show at my school, right? High school, I think I was 16 or 17, I guess. And I had, 17, because I used my RG550 Ibanez. So I was 17 already. So I played two songs. I played a bossa nova song with a girl there. I don't remember her name actually. And we played Wave from Tom Jobim. And then I played When My Guitar Gently Weeps, playing the Vinnie Moore version, because I remember I got a Guitar World magazine. It was very rare back then to have a original magazine with the scores, with the tabs, was like gold back then. And so I remember learning that song, that arrangement from Vinnie Moore, note per note. And then I decided to be part of this talent show, playing the Beatles song, playing the Vinnie Moore arrangement. So actually, I got the second place playing the bossa nova song, not the Vinnie Moore arrangement, but it felt great. You know why? Because nobody knew I was a guitarist. Back then, I was not telling anyone that I was practicing guitar, So then suddenly I came playing bossa nova and playing, like a, kind of a complicated licks and phrasing from Vinnie Moore. So people were like, "Wow, Kiko is a decent guitar player." So it felt good, seeing my peers, my friends, discovering that I was a real guitar player when I was 17. Yeah, so that was my first show. But my first show was before that, maybe when I was 15, but it was like a birthday party or something like that with some friends, and I remember playing ZZ Top. That's the only thing I remember. I remember that was fun to play some ZZ Top songs because, they were easy and fun to play. But that's the only thing I remember, a birthday party in a house. But the school thing, the talent show was more, maybe I played for 600 people, 800 people. It was a big theater at my school. So yeah, it was a proper night, proper event. Another one here from Mike Vicat. He's asking here in Spanish, so let me try. Hey Kiko, ¿cómo podemos mejorar la técnica del tapping como tú lo haces? Saludos desde México. Viva Kiko. So he's asking me how you can improve your tapping technique. So, funny enough, if you want to improve your tapping technique, the tapping with the right hand, you have to improve first your left hand, because when you play, guitar, you press the note and you pluck with the guitar pick, right? So when you're using a tapping technique, you don't have the pick anymore, right? So you have to learn how to hammer on the notes. So this is very important, this movement, and create the note, the sound, only by pressing, only by hammering on the string. So that's the exercise. I mean, using a guitar, of course, but you can try like this right now. So this is very important. So now you can, practice this, because you're gonna tap here, press here, and with this left hand as well. So I did a tapping etude, right? A practicing exercise with a free tab and all that. I will put here on the card. You can go there and download and practice. And basically, the exercise, this piece that I wrote, is only about the left hand getting like the strength to be able to create the notes, right? And then the right hand is always doing the same note. So it's very easy for the right hand. You don't need to think. And then you will develop your strength here and coordination and everything that you need to be ready to play more complex things with both hands, right? So I hope this answers your question. So go there, download the tab, and share on Instagram or something. That's because I want to see you playing this. All right. So another question here from my friend Soap, SOAP, Soap. So his question is, how did you create your own sound? I find that when I hear a song from you, I instantly know you wrote it because of the overall attitude of the song. Thank you very much. So I was wondering if you have any advice for people that have been playing for a long time and want to start creating their own sound. All right, so my friend Soap, so you've been playing for a long time. So yeah, that's a very interesting and long answer for this question, because basically you have your own sound already, because you are a unique person, right? So you have to think like when you go to school or your work, any place you go, you're different than the other people, right? You talk differently, you respond differently to things, you have your own thinking, you have your own way of seeing the world, right? So you have to find how to translate that into music. That's the goal. You're not gonna find somewhere a style and then you pick that style and then try to copy that. It's like it's you. So it's inside you and it's already there, and it's just a matter of working this to put it out. I don't know if it was like a very good answer, but very clear answer. But basically, to do that would be more like listening to a lot of different things, listen to stuff that really connects to you, and every day you try to put it out. Because what happens is like we tend to listen a lot and try to play what other people, other bands or other composers, what they did, and you try to copy. But at some point, you have to start your day just playing something that comes from you. And the tricky part is like when you compare yourself, like your first idea to the great songs, to the hits, to the great bands, of course you think like, oh, I'm not a composer, I suck, my ideas are not worth to show to anyone. But that's you have to break this, So basically, you have to do this every day. Every day, instead of trying to learn a new song from another band, from another guitar player, you just listen to some stuff, get inspired, get excited about music, and you go there, grab your instrument and play something. And probably it's gonna be bad the first time, no problem. Just play again, every day, a little bit every day, and then record everything, or the best ideas, something that sparks, that you feel connected somehow. Any idea, any simple thing, it doesn't matter. It can be just like a strumming the A minor chord. If you feel like, oh, I feel great strumming the A minor, just record that, and keep developing this habit, right? So after hundreds of A minor strumming ideas that you like, or riffs or melodies, or just go for a walk and start singing a melody, right? So after doing this a lot, you will find that, oh, my ideas, they go to a certain style, they go to certain places. I always use this minor chord, I always like to play fast stuff, or my lyrics or my ideas, the title of my songs, they go to, it's more political or more about love or more, and then naturally you will find your way of doing things, because you are already a unique person. So it's just a matter of bringing our language, to the musical language, our body language to the musical language, and and it takes time, For me, I was writing stuff with the band Angra in '93. We did our first album, and I was writing some ideas, some stuff, and I was able and confident to do my first solo album, which means like 100% of the songs, everything written by me. 10 years later, I was feeling confident. So it takes time. I mean, it doesn't take 10 years, it took for me, but so it takes time. I just want to say that it takes time for you to feel confident to put out your own ideas. And just do it, man. It's a matter of trying every day, and then feel confident about your ideas, right? All right, so another question here from Andre Felipe. Can you name some pop band that you enjoy listening now and then? Of course, I like pop music, pop music like, well, the first name that is coming to my mind right now is Steven Wilson. I know he's more progressive, but he has great pop albums. So very high level, very sophisticated pop music. But of course, Stevie Wonder, I don't know, U2, John Mayer, Muse, Mute Math, Car Park North, so many great bands doing pop music. So yeah. And something that I do sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, let's say like 5 times a year or something like that, but I should do more, is to listen to the top 10 charts, just to understand the tastes, the music industry, what is happening. Also because we know that those songs, most of them are composed by professional composers. And so it's good to hear what the professional composers are composing, So yeah, so I do like sometimes to listen to the top 10 playlists just to understand what's going on, I don't feel I get influenced by that, but it's good to understand what's happening with music right now, So yeah, pop bands. What else? Yeah, what is pop? Like Phil Collins, Prince, so many great pop music to listen to, Elton John or Beatles, So yeah, I love pop music. Another question here from Loureiro Jr., and he's asking in Portuguese, so eu say in Portuguese, then in English. No meio do show, para 10.000 pessoas, vem aquela vontade incontrolável de ir ao banheiro, o que fazer? So, when you're playing for 10,000 people and you want to go to the restroom, what to do? Very interesting question. I think it's the first time someone asked me that. So basically, I think there's a thing here that I do. So, well, I think, man, come on, going to the restroom is a natural thing, right? Of course. So, I mean, that works for any sports. If you have to do a presentation at school or anything like that. So that's something you have to consider before starting your work. So of course, and also because you get some kind of excitement and anxiety, and then of course you naturally go to the restroom just before the show. But one thing that I do is like I don't drink a lot of water during the show. So that's my advice for you guys. That's what I do. I don't drink a lot of water throughout the show. No beer, no booze, just water, but just maybe a cup of water throughout the whole show. Towards the end of the show, I might drink a little bit more, but I control the water I'm drinking, because normally your mouth is dry because of the excitement, the anxiety, and you're moving a lot, you're exercising basically. So you might need to drink water in between songs. So I avoid to do that. So I just sip the water because of the restroom situation. So basically I don't drink a lot of water. So after the show, I do drink a lot of water. Then I might drink a liter of water. So that's my tip for you. If you have live shows, just sip some water throughout the set. And then at the end of the set, like the last song to last song, then you can drink more water. Be careful if you drink beer or any alcohol, things like that. So you don't want to stop the show, ask people to wait for you so you can go to the restroom. It's not a good idea. So just sip the water throughout the show, and then after the show, of course, it's very important to hydrate yourself. So yeah, that's my answer for your interesting question. Thanks, Loureiro. Keep sending questions, and I will do my best to answer them every week for you guys. Cheers. And now I have to go back to my dressing room because in 2 hours we have a show.